What's the most sophisticated way you've destroyed someone else's life? A random person reached out to me and told me I was a race traitor and unfaithful to my race, so I found out where he worked and ruined his life, twice. A few years ago on Reddit, I mentioned that I was in an interracial relationship, and a random Redditor reached out to me and told me I was a race traitor and unfaithful to my race. I was like, WTF bro? So I looked at his account, it was 6 years old, which told me his username was likely something he used a lot. From there, I started Googling his username with various email attachments, Gmail, Yahoo, etc., and eventually I found a match with Hotmail. Let's call this guy Jeff. Turns out Jeff was selling some NFL game tickets and posted using that email. Now this doesn't necessarily mean it's the same person, so I went through his Reddit post history. The user mentioned living in a specific city in America and that he was a fan of a particular football team. He posted quite a bit in the respective city subreddit and he mentioned going to NFL games, and in another post he also said he was born in Canada. So through the ad for the tickets he was trying to sell, I figured out his real name. I found his biography on his employer's website and he was a senior level manager. In that biography, they mentioned he was born in Canada, was a fan of said NFL team, and loved living in that city. I also found his LinkedIn page during this time, so I sent him a connect request on there which he accepted. I figured he would because he had 500 plus connections. Then I found his Facebook page and not surprisingly, what he posted there was semi-racist material, although his Reddit page was significantly more racist. Based on the numerous connecting factors, I determined that I had the right guy, so I created a report. I included screenshots, links, and summarized my findings in that report. Now based on this person's position in his company, he likely had a significant role in deciding who this company employs. His company also clearly stated they were an equal opportunity employer. So I called their HR department, I asked them, would you be concerned if a senior level manager in your organization was a proud racist and degraded your equal opportunity employment policies? They were absolutely concerned. So I told them I had done an investigation into one of their senior level managers, and I had put together all my evidence and findings in a report and could email it over to them. So I did just that, I sent them the report. A few weeks later, I called to get an update and I was told while they appreciated my report, they couldn't comment on the status of their decision and would make a public statement once they came to a conclusion. Basically, thanks for letting us know, but we aren't going to tell you anything. That's fine. So I waited another month, and I kept checking his LinkedIn page. Then one day, I saw a LinkedIn post from him in which he said he is looking for a new opportunity and if anyone had any positions open. Like you could imagine, I had the biggest grin on my face reading that. Was that enough? Of course not. So I sent him a message on Reddit and I told him, hey bro, I heard you got fired. Just want you to know I'm the reason why. He blew up. He threatened to find out who I was, how he was going to hunt me down after he found out, and how he was going to find everyone who was close to me and hurt them, and then unalive me. So I reported him to Reddit admins who promptly banned him for life. I also took screenshots of all the messages he sent me and added it to the report. You'd really expect someone to learn their lesson after making a mistake like that, right? Not him. I guess he didn't connect the dots that I could see all his LinkedIn activity because he kept posting on there. I checked his LinkedIn once a week and it seemed uneventful for a while. But then good news happened, he got another job. Bad news, their HR department was also quite easy to get a hold of. Let's just say I had a lovely conversation with this HR representative. She was a woman, and based on how she sounded and her name, I suspect she was a woman of color. It was pretty clear that he was not welcome in his new place of employment. That's too bad, Jeff. I wanted to keep tabs on him after that, but unfortunately his internet history was cleaned up and his LinkedIn page was deleted. I would have totally gone after him a third time, but I guess he got smart the second time around.